Hi, Dr. TJ Dixon here, your intuitive guide to transformation, connecting to your best life, with your power coaching minute regarding best friend, worst enemy. So who do you think is your best friend? When you ask yourself that question, what name comes to mind? Now, ask yourself, who's your worst enemy? Not feeling so good, huh? Because you're thinking about people. You're thinking about, on the one hand, warm feelings about who your best friend is. Maybe you're not having warm feelings because you're thinking, I don't have a best friend. You think about your worst enemy. Maybe that really makes you angry and gets you really frustrated or sad. Or maybe you think, no, everybody loves me. I don't have a worst enemy. Well, the answer to that, if you thought about people or you said the answer was no one, is not exactly where I'm going with this. Your best friend and your worst enemy is yourself. It's you. Because when you think about it, there's a proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy without cannot harm you. So your worst enemy and also your best friend is always yourself. Why? Because the self-talk that we give ourselves can make or break us. Someone can come up and tell you that you are something you are not. And unless you believe it and buy into it, it's no big deal. You might feel a little offended. It might be a little rude, but you move on with life and you don't suck that stuff in. But if you buy into it, because you're telling yourself daily, you aren't worthy, you don't deserve this, you're not smart enough, you're not great enough, you're not big enough to do whatever it is you're doing, guess what? If you achieve it, it's going to be very difficult. And it's likely you're not going to achieve it at all. But if you tell yourself and you believe in yourself and you're like, no, you're awesome, you're great, you can do this. And no matter what the outside world says, you're successful, guess what? You're likely going to knock it out the park. If you look at most people who have done some really great things in life, they've had their critics, they had their naysayers, they had the haters. But what one thing ties them all together? Their belief in themselves and the self-positive talk that they gave to themselves. So again, best friend, worst enemy, it always comes down to you. Thank you for watching, and may you live your best life. See you next time.